Hi guys, and today we finally got a Craftsman V-Series ratchet here. Took a little time, was delayed in shipping, but here it is. And I also do have some metric Allens we're going to take a look at. They have a pretty unique feature. So let's go ahead, get this unboxed, and take a look. Alright guys, so basically with this new V-Series, Stanley's trying to tap into some of the history of Craftsman. Of course, here we have a older half-inch ratchet with the V marking for manufacturer. So here we have the 3/8 long handle. This one shows you it's got a 3.75 degree arc swing before it recatches. It is actually a 96 tooth ratcheting mechanism. So if we take this off here, one thing to note, it does have a full lifetime warranty, which I found interesting that it actually states right here on the back that you do not have to have the receipt. So if you wanted to gift Craftsman tools, at least this V-Series, you wouldn't have to worry about making sure you gave them a receipt, so if they fail it, they can exchange it. Here, you don't have to have that, which is nice. But, of course, they are made in Taiwan and not in America. So at the end of the day, we still don't know what's coming out of the Texas, or what will be coming out of the Texas plant. Now, the ratcheting mechanism seems a little aggressive, especially considering it is supposed to be a 96 tooth. The lever's pretty easy. Flexing it, wow, it's pretty rough, and of course you just seen there you got that sharp edge. So if your finger's near that sharp edge, you could potentially pinch your finger. But on the head, of course, we have a V-Series marking. It says Craftsman. Reverse to the other side, it gives us the part number, and also has another V. Fully polished, of course. And this is not the comfort grip. This is actually the normal knurled grip, which it feels all right. I wish this profile was a little bit different in my book, but other than that, as you can see, it's actually non-serviceable. So I guess maintenance free. When it fails, you take it in, and I don't know, I guess you're just scrapping them. So the only way that that's possible, I would say there's a circle clip in here that gets compressed, and when this is pushed down, the circle clip just expands in there, and that's that. It doesn't appear to be any way. Wow, bending that there takes a lot of force. Maybe I need to try to loosen that Allen a little bit, because I mean, that's good and bad. But yeah, so let's compare it to probably its biggest competition, which is the Icon here, long handle, 90 tooth. So you can see the Icon, you know, is a little bit longer, maybe about 3/4 of an inch. Head-wise, it's hard to tell there because of the button, but head-wise, the Craftsman is actually thicker here. Now, it is nice that the selector is recessed. I do like that, but there are no markings on or off, which at the end of the day really doesn't matter, but it is nice that it shows on and off here. Again, this flexes pretty good, whereas this is really tight. The joint is a lot thicker, as you can notice there, but it is not rounded off. So I've been using this one quite a bit since I've purchased it. It's been pretty good. You can see it's taken a little bit of damage here and there, but you know, it's been pretty good. Honestly, I don't know what it is, but I prefer this handle here on the icon. This just doesn't feel normal here. Maybe it'll take some time to get used to, but honestly, I prefer this grip down here on the icon. And I'm not a big fan of comfort grips. Some guys are. I prefer the traditional old classic steel grip, as you would say. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely hear this versus doesn't really sound real precise in there. I mean, on the outside, it looks like a nice ratchet, but I don't know, seems kind of aggressive. But if we take it over here, got a little stand here, so we can put the icon on here. You know, seems pretty good. And if we take the Craftsman, I mean, it works like any ratchet should these days, but it just seems a little more coarse than I would expect, being a 96 tooth. But other than that, I did pick up some metric Hex Bit Sockets. That way we could take a look, see what a set of sockets looks like. The rail, stuff like that. Again, made in Taiwan, lifetime warranty. So, of course, here you can see we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. And they are this X track profile. So it's definitely a little bit different than a normal hex key there. You can kind of see that. Basically, it's supposed to help in reducing stripping on installation and extraction. So if you go by the box, it'll tell you that they're designed to remove fasteners that are up to 50% rounded. We're definitely going to test that here in a coming episode. We're not going to do that today, but we're definitely going to test that. So stay tuned for that. But for now, let's just take a look. Just a normal basic stamping with the actual size and a V for V series. Nothing real out of the ordinary there. If we take a look at the rail itself, it is a nice aluminum rail. The holders are pretty solid. They do slide a little bit, but they're not too bad. You can, once one of these wants to come off, there we go. So you see I just pulled that off there. So you can add more clips if needed. if you get a couple more sizes that aren't on this set. Or possibly, I'd have to do a little digging, but hopefully they have expansion pieces so that you can just add on rails as you go. The rail does have the part number on it, so if you wanted to buy, of course, another rail, there is that possibility there. Now, I thought that the rails were going to be color coded, but it doesn't appear that this is the case here, because I would have thought this would be a black or gray rail and then the red for SAE, but of course here we have a metric set. Another thing to note, it does have a magnetic strip on the back here, so if you wanted to stick it to, say, like a toolbox, you could do that. Seems pretty, I mean, as you can see there, you're going to have to hold the rail to pull the socket off, or you're going to pick the whole rail up, but it will kind of keep the rail in place when you're not pulling sockets off. So yeah, there you have it, guys. It's kind of my take on this new Craftsman V series. I do like this aluminum rail. I think that's pretty nice. We'll have to see on these sockets here if they're what they say they are, but I mean, they look to be decent quality. Ratchet, on the other hand, I mean, it looks nice. There's a few things. Again, I think this is a little aggressive here, kind of rough sounding, and I do not like this grip. So the sockets were about $40, and I want to say this ratchet was $70. So they're definitely not cheap. Definitely in the ballpark of course, Icon. To me, at least right now, I prefer this ratchet over this new Craftsman V series. So I don't know. Maybe if we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll just give this ratchet away and not use it, because I do really like this Icon ratchet. So, but anyhow, guys, I hope you guys found this video useful and interesting, and please stay tuned for more episodes. Thanks for watching.